The brittle star does not look powerful. It does not look fast. And at first glance, it does not look important. Yet beneath the surface of oceans across the world, from shallow reefs to the deepest abyssal plains, the brittle star quietly shapes the seafloor. It is one of the most ancient and widespread marine animals alive today, surviving not through strength, but through flexibility, resilience, and time. Brittle stars belong to a group of echinoderms, relatives of sea stars, sea urchins, and sea cucumbers. Their lineage stretches back more than 480 million years, long before dinosaurs walked the land. They have endured mass extinctions, shifting continents, and changing oceans. They survived by adapting without ever becoming rigid. Unlike true sea stars, the brittle star has a small central disk and long, thin arms that radiate outward like fragile spokes. These arms are not soft. They are articulated, jointed, and capable of sudden movement. Each arm functions almost independently, controlled by a decentralized nervous system that allows rapid response without central command. This design is deliberate. In the unstable world of the ocean floor, speed and flexibility can mean survival. Movement in the brittle star is unlike anything seen in other echinoderms. Instead of crawling slowly using tube feet, it rows across the seabed. Arms push, pull, and coordinate in shifting patterns. This allows sudden bursts of speed when threatened and precise positioning when feeding. The arms are also expendable. If a predator grabs one, the brittle star can release it instantly. The arm continues to twitch, distracting the attacker while the animal escapes. Over time, the lost limb regenerates completely. This process is not rushed. It is patient, efficient, and deeply embedded in the animal's biology. Regeneration is not a trick. It is a survival contract written into every cell. Feeding strategies vary widely among brittle star species. Some are scavengers, consuming decaying organic matter that settles onto the seafloor. Others are suspension feeders, raising their arms into the current to capture microscopic food particles. A few are active predators, seizing small crustaceans and worms with sudden precision. This flexibility allows brittle stars to occupy almost every marine habitat. Coral reefs, kelp forests, muddy estuaries, polar seas, and deep ocean trenches all host populations. In some deep-sea regions, brittle stars are among the most abundant animals present. Their role in these ecosystems is quiet but essential. By consuming detritus, they recycle nutrients back into the system. By filtering particles from the water, they help maintain clarity and balance. They are the custodians of the seafloor, cleaning what others leave behind. Despite their name, brittle stars are not weak. Their skeleton is composed of calcium carbonate plates linked by flexible joints. This gives them strength without rigidity. When pressure increases, they bend instead of breaking. Predators include fish, crabs, sea stars, and bottom-dwelling mammals. Yet few predators specialize in hunting brittle stars. Their ability to escape, regenerate, and live in dense aggregations reduces long-term impact from predation. Socially, brittle stars are not solitary. In some environments, thousands gather together, covering the seafloor like a living net. These aggregations increase feeding efficiency and reduce individual risk. Movement within these groups appears coordinated, though no central control exists. Reproduction occurs both sexually and asexually, depending on species. Sexual reproduction involves releasing eggs and sperm into the water column, relying on currents and timing. Some species can also reproduce by dividing their central disk, effectively cloning themselves. Few animals display such reproductive versatility. Larval brittle stars drift as plankton, vulnerable and unseen. Only a small fraction survive to adulthood. Those that do settle onto the seafloor and begin a slow transformation into the form that has persisted for hundreds of millions of years. Human interaction with brittle stars is minimal. They are rarely targeted directly. However, trawling, pollution, and habitat destruction affect them deeply. Because they live on or within the seabed, they are among the first organisms impacted by sediment disruption. Their presence is often used as an indicator of ecosystem health. A diverse and abundant brittle star population suggests stable conditions. Their absence signals imbalance. What makes the brittle star remarkable is not spectacle. It does not glow, hunt dramatically, or display aggression. Its power lies in endurance. It thrives in darkness, pressure, and silence. In evolutionary terms, the brittle star represents a philosophy of survival built on adaptability rather than dominance. It gives up limbs to live. It spreads rather than competes. It bends instead of resisting. In the deep ocean, where change is slow and unforgiving, this strategy works. The brittle star matters because it reminds us that ecosystems are not sustained by the loudest or strongest species. They are sustained by those that quietly maintain balance, recycle energy, and persist when others fail. On the ocean floor, where light fades and time stretches, the brittle star continues its work. Unnoticed, uncelebrated, essential,